Hello students, welcome back to my channel Maths Made Easy by Jaspreet Kaur. This is your Jaspreet teacher. So today we'll give one look on super hexagon. We'll see magic of super hexagon. We'll see how this super hexagon helps us in generating various trigonometric identities. So in this session we are going to teach different trigonometric identities with the help of super hexagon. Here we have one hexagon, that is super hexagon. So we'll see the magic of super hexagon, how this super hexagon helps us. What is magic hexagon? So it looks like very simple, it looks like a simple hexagon. The only thing is we have to join this opposite vertices. So after joining these vertices we'll get three diagonals. So now I'm going to write 1 in the middle. So this is our simple hexagon. I have now three diagonals and I write 1 in the middle. Okay. So now only the thing is we have to write some functions at each corner. We have 6 corners. We have to write 6 functions. Okay. And 1 in the middle. And we have 3 diagonals. Now children, no need to memorize all these formulas. It's very easy. I'm here to make it easy. We have some tricks. By using these tricks, we are going to make it very easy. And more than 30 formulas, more than 30 like 40 formulas, we are going to write by this single hexagon. So let us see how. So with the help of this super hexagon, now we'll make it super. Now we have simple hexagon. So we'll write different functions here. So here I'm writing 10. I'm going to start from this vertex. And now this 10, now we'll write it here sine. Here is cos. How we'll write all this sine, tan, cos? There's some particular way. So to memorize this, actually no need to memorize. Only the thing we have to just remember one thing. Like you can, आप इसको इस तरह से भी याद रख सकते हो, like try something cool. Okay, try something cool. Okay, so T for tan, S for sine and C for cos. So remaining what? Remaining 3 functions are left now. So now I have cotangent, then cosecant, then secant. Now if I join this, if I put one line in the middle, vertical line, then I got 3 vertices in the left side and 3 at the right side. Okay. So now all the C's, all the CO's, cos, all the CO we can write on the right side. Okay. So here we'll write cot. Cot is what? Cotangent. That is reciprocal of cot. Tan. Okay. So we'll write cot here. That is opposite to tan. That is cotangent, opposite of tan. Okay. Then what is left? Which C is left? Only C, cosecant. So we'll write cosecant here as all the C's are on right side. Okay. So left is what? Only secant. So this function we'll write it here. So by using these all functions, we'll get our super hexagon. So from only simple hexagon, we will write different functions at the 6 corners. After joining these opposite vertices, we'll get 3 diagonals and we'll write 1 in the middle. Okay. So now we have some identities, that is reciprocal identities. Again we have our super hexagon. We'll use this super hexagon for all the identities one by one, right? So I have now reciprocal identities. How we can get reciprocal identities? All the reciprocal identities can be found by going through 1. So now if I am coming, I'll put one arrow. I'm coming this side, I'm going this side, I'm going this side. So I'll get the reciprocal of this function. So I have here sine theta. Okay. So sine theta, what I said, all the reciprocal identities can be found by going through 1. Now I'm going through 1. So I got sine theta is what? 1 by cosecant theta. Okay. Now I'm coming this side. Okay, my arrow is going towards, I'm going through 1 towards cot. So my tan theta is what? 1 by cotangent theta. So we can say that this cot theta is reciprocal of tan, or tan is reciprocal of cot. Again, I am coming this towards cos, going through 1. So we can say that secant theta. Secant theta is what? 1 by cos theta. Okay. Same way you can, if I'll put my arrows in other direction, like here I'm using arrow in this upward direction. If I'm taking this arrow downwards direction like this, I'm taking this arrow downwards like this. Okay. Then cos is what? Cos theta is what? Now I'm coming from cos towards secant. So cos theta is what? 1 by secant theta. Again, if I am going from cot towards tan, so then cot theta is what? 1 by tan theta, right? And now I am going from cosecant towards sine. Then I got cosecant theta is equals to what? 1 by sine theta. So this way we can find 6 identities with the help of only one hexagon. Okay, so that is why we are telling this is a super hexagon. Okay, so this is your reciprocal identities. So sine theta is a reciprocal of cos theta, tan theta is a reciprocal of cot, secant is a reciprocal of cos, and you can say that cos is a reciprocal of secant theta, and then cot is a reciprocal of tan, and cosecant is a reciprocal of secant theta. Okay, now we have quotient identities. That is, again we'll use one super hexagon. That is, all the quotient identities can be found by either going clockwise or anti-clockwise around the hexagon. So now how can we find out our quotient identities? Again, we'll join all the diagonals. We'll keep 1 in the middle. We'll write all these functions. Okay. Tan, we'll start it from tan. Then sine and cos. Cotangent is opposite of tan. Then as all c's are on right side, then cosecant will write here, and secant is left, that will be in this corner. Okay. So this is our, we'll write quotient identities by using. So we can write by clockwise also or by anti-clockwise. First of all, I'm going clockwise direction. So I'm using these three functions, tan, sine and cos. Sorry. So now I have three functions, tan, sine, cos. If I have to write tan theta, how I will write? Tan theta is what? Sine theta by cos theta, as we already discussed in first identity. So if I am taking these three functions, okay, so I am taking now these three functions, sine, cos, tan. Rule is same for all. So here I am writing sine theta. Sine theta is what? Cos by cot theta. So cos theta by cot theta. Now I am taking these three functions. Again, cos theta is what? Now we can write cos theta second by third. Cot theta upon cosecant theta. Right? Again, you can write these three. Right? Or these three you can write. You can write the value of cot also. Cot theta, that is here. Now I am taking these three functions. Cot, cosecant and secant. So cot is what? Again second by third. That is cosecant theta upon secant theta. Okay. Again, what is left now? Now these three functions I am taking. Secant, cosecant and tangent. So I'll get cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is what? Secant theta by tangent theta. How I'll get all these values? There's one pattern. First of all, I took tan theta. Tan theta is what? Sine by cos. So first function is what? Second by third. Again, I got these three. First function is what? Second by third. So all values I got by one hexagon when I am going clockwise direction. Okay. So no need to memorize all this. So only you have to remember the direction of arrows when you are going clockwise. So we'll get, pattern will be same. Now I am coming anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise I am coming. Okay. So let us see what will happen anti-clockwise. So in anti-clockwise, I'll take my arrows in downward direction. Okay. First I go clockwise. Now I am coming anti-clockwise. Now I am taking these three functions, tan, secant and cosecant. So no need to worry. Pattern will be same, rule will be same, will follow same pattern. First function will be equal to second by third. Okay. So now tan theta again is what? Second by third. That is secant theta by cosecant theta. If you want to check these two values are same, it will be same. Okay, how it will be same? I'll justify. So tan theta is what? Secant by cosecant. In our previous slide, what is secant theta? We wrote secant theta is what? 1 by cos theta. You can write here 1 by cos theta. Again, cosecant is what? 1 by sin theta. Okay, so after that what will happen? Cos theta, this sin theta will go up. Sin theta by 1, 1 cancel, we'll get sin theta by cos theta. Okay, so by this way you can get all the values. So sin theta by cos theta is what? Tan theta will reach the same value. Okay, so but how we'll get this value? By coming anti-clockwise. So same way, if you will take these three functions, this secant, cosecant and then cotangent, again you will get same value. So here I'm writing here because of the space. So secant theta is what? My first function is what? Second by third. Okay. Secant theta is what? Second by third. Cosecant theta upon cot theta. Got it? Again you can verify. Cosecant. Cosecant is what? Cosecant theta. Cosecant is what? 1 by sine. And cot is what? Cos by sine. So sin cancel, 1 by cos is left. Again it will be secant theta. Again if you will come down, you will take these three functions, sine, tan and secant. Then you will get sin theta is what? Tan by secant. Again if you will take these three, again pattern will be same. Cos theta is what? Sin by tan. Then cot is what? Cos by sine. So by using this clockwise and anti-clockwise direction, you will get 12 formulas. Okay. Only by one hexagon. So this is why it's a super hexagon. Okay. So next we have our next identities, that is product identities. Again by super hexagon. So this is our super hexagon. So product identities, how we'll get? First and third function will be equal to the second function. So if I am using this tan and cos, so here I am writing tan theta multiply by cos theta, so we'll get sin theta. You can verify this, you can check this whether these identities are same, both sides are same. You can substitute the value of tan. So tan is what? Sin by cos, cos cancel, sin is left. Okay, so how this is a product identity, how we can get product identities? First function multiply by third function will get second function. Okay, now any three you can take. If I am taking these three, so again my first function is cos, so first function multiply by third function cosecant theta will get second function, that is cot theta. Okay, now I am taking, you tell which will I take. So I am taking now these three. So again my middle term is this one. So my first term is what? Tan theta into second term, this third term, cosecant theta, and I'll get second middle term, that is secant theta. Okay, if I'll take these three, okay, then again my first term is sin theta, sin multiply by my third term is cot, that is cotangent also you can say, which is equal to my middle term, that is cos theta. So what is the pattern? First function into third function will get middle term. Okay, any formula you can get. If I am taking these three, secant, cotangent. Okay, so here I have cot theta, my first function, my third function is secant theta. I'll get middle term, that is cosecant theta. Okay, so this way you can get different identities, product identities. So many product identities we can arise by simple one hexagon, which is our super hexagon. So for two functions opposite to each other, their product will be equal to 1. Now if I am taking this one and this one, opposite functions, I am taking opposite functions, then I will get 1. Like sin theta into cosecant theta, I will get 1. Opposite function. Now this opposite function and this opposite function, that is tan theta into cotangent theta. I'll get 1. Okay. Now this one and this one, that is secant theta into cos theta, that is 1. So this is our product identities. Okay. So we can find different product identities by using this pattern, like first term into third term will get middle term, or by multiplying their opposite will get 1. Okay. So this you have to remember. No need to remember only the thing. You have to remember position of arrows, okay, and direction of arrows and position of function. Only this thing you have to keep in your mind. No need to worry, no need to remember, no need to memorize. कुछ भी करने की ज़रूरत नहीं. Only you have to keep in your mind the direction of arrow and the function. Nothing but. Okay, it's very simple. Now we have our next identities, that is Pythagorean identities. Again we have our super hexagon, that is, how you can draw it again. We have six corners, we'll join opposite corners, we'll get 3 diagonals, we'll keep 1 in the middle, and we'll write all the functions at 6 corners. We'll start it from tangent. So tangent, then sine, cos. Try something cool. Okay, then we'll get all C's at the right side and only secant is left, that will write here. So by using these, we'll get the Pythagorean identities. We can going clockwise and anti-clockwise around the 3 inside triangles. If starting from top, we'll use addition. If starting from bottom, we'll use subtraction. So now I have 3 triangles. I'm taking these 3 triangles. 1, 2. एक triangle ये वाला ले रही हूँ मैं. 1 this is, and this 3 triangles I am using. So in this triangle, I'm taking now, I'm using this, I'm putting my arrows in this direction. Please concentrate here. So here the direction of arrow again. Okay. So what I said, going clockwise or anti-clockwise, no matters, around the 3 inside triangles. If starting from top, we'll use addition. Now I am starting from top to down I am going. So we'll use addition. How? So I am starting from here, going this word and coming down. Then I'll write sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Okay. Now come to this second triangle. So again, starting from top. So I'm going from 1 से मैंने start किया this side, then coming down. Then what? 1 plus cotangent or cot square theta. You can say 1 square plus cot square is what? Where I come? Yeah, cosecant. So it will be cosecant square theta. Okay. Cosecant square theta. Now come to the third triangle. Again from tan towards 1 and then coming down. So tan square theta plus 1 is what? Secant square theta. Okay. So now if I am taking the arrow in upward direction. Sorry. Now I am taking my arrow in upward direction. So if starting from bottom, we'll use subtraction. Okay. Now direction of my arrow is this side. Okay. So I am taking my direction. I'll change. I'll change my direction. So now I am taking the arrow this way. Okay. So I'll write arrow this way using this way. Okay. Then what? So if I am coming from 1 towards this side, then I'll write 1 minus cos square, or you can say that 1 square minus cos square theta is what? Sine square theta. Upward direction, we'll use subtraction. Only this thing you have to keep in your mind. Then again, from this side to this side, it is what? Cosecant. I am going from here towards this. Then cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equals to what? 1. From here to this side. Now again, from this towards tan. So what we'll get? Secant square theta minus 1 will get tangent square theta. Okay. So you can compare these two values. Here I wrote 1 plus tan square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant. Here I am writing cosecant minus cot. So we'll get 1. Both are same. The only thing is here I am using my upward direction from top to bottom. Here I am going from bottom to top. From top to bottom it is plus, and from bottom to top it will be subtraction. So by using again simple one super hexagon, we can find our Pythagorean identities. Now the nothing like the complementary angles. All of you know what are the complementary angles. How we'll get complementary angles? If the sum of two angles will be equal to 90 degree, then it will be a complementary angles. You can say that it's a co-function angles also. Okay, co-function identities also we can say that. So complementary or co-function identities can be found by going across hexagon either from left to right or right to left. Okay, so either from left to right or from right to left. So how can we write? So I'm using this. So if I am coming from sine towards cos, so we'll get I'm coming from sine towards cos. So we can write sine theta is equal to what? Complementary angle we are going to write cos of 90 degree minus theta. Okay. So sine towards cos. So sine theta is what? Cos of 90 minus theta. So now I am going from tan towards cot. So what? Tan theta is what? Cot of 90 degree minus theta. Then I am coming from secant. Secant theta is what? Cosecant 90 minus theta. Okay. So this way you can write if I am coming from left towards right. Now if I am coming towards from right towards left, then what? Then again, so जिस साइड से आपको जाना that angle cos theta is what? किस साइड पे गए? sin theta की तरफ. So sin of 90 degree minus theta. Very simple. So now I am coming this side from cot towards tan. So from cot then cot theta towards tan, then it's a tan of 90 degree minus theta. Then cosecant towards secant, then cosecant theta is what? Secant theta, secant 90 minus theta. Okay, it is what? Secant of 90 minus theta. Okay, this is what? Cosecant theta. So all complementary angles or co-function identities can be found by going across the hexagon, this hexagon, either from left to right or from right to left. So we'll get all these 6 identities which are very, very important. We are going to use in our full exercise. Okay, so here, so now you can see, now you can tell why we call it super, because one hexagon helps us to find various trigonometric identities. So this way we can say it's super hexagon. So children, it's very simple now. By using this super hexagon, very simple to write all the identities. No need to memorize, no need to cram. So only the thing you have to remember that direction of arrows and functions. Okay, so it's very simple. So very simple super hexagon, magic of super hexagon. So I think all of you like this video. If you, in case you feel any difficulty, you're finding any difficulty, understand what are the trigonometric functions, how you can learn all these functions, please write your comment box, write your doubts in comment box. We are here to help you. So please like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, till then, bye.